check, check, check. Getting ready to stream in about 2 minutes. Apologize for being a little bit late, but sometimes life happens, you know? Checking the mic, checking the bill, checking the tom. Yeah, I can't sing and I'm not funny. Guess that's why I'm not a star. Alright. Man. Allergies are not fun. Let me just tell you. There'll probably be another, I don't know, 20 minutes or so before my allergy medicine kicks in and makes me start feeling a little better. I mean, I don't feel terrible, thankfully, so I'll be thankful for that. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, let's go with the stream. And today, of course, if you saw my Twitter message, of course we're going to be playing CROSSOUT again today, which is a vehicular third-person shooter where you go around and you battle other people and you try not to lose. To put it in the very simplest terms, there's all kinds of battle maps that you can choose from. The game gives you some daily missions to do, and that's how you basically progress through the game to earn experience and earn extra parts where you can build your own vehicle to your own specifications. As long as you got the parts to make it, you can. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my test drive area. I'm sorry. And after you build your vehicle, you can go out into the test range and they give you some target practice, some stationary targets, so you can practice, like for your very long range weapons, like cannons and things, you have your stationary target practice. If you come over to this area, and this has changed because you used to be able to press a button and summon some NPCs, now if you just come over here, you'll hear a little alarm go off, and then NPCs will start coming out of one of these rear garages here. And there's usually a bit of a delay, so we'll see. I won't spend too much time if they don't spawn, but they do come out of here. There's a big old puddle you can go through here. And they've started something new as well, where they give you a bunch of parts to build up your little barnyard area where you can make an obstacle course track with the start and begin. And they don't seem to be spawning yet. Maybe I have to be a certain level to get these come out, but I know they do. And I'll just show you. I mean, the place is massive. And you'll see There's different kinds of ramps that they'll set out that you can earn just to see how your vehicle handles. So center of balance is important. If you're a little out of whack, your vehicle might have a tendency to flip over. If it's too tall and too narrow, you'll flip over when you go around a corner. And if you go off jumps and you're too front heavy or back heavy, you might land on your rear end or front end too hard and flip over, which would be bad. So that's the test drive area. I'm going to go into my daily missions and see what they are. And you'll see a whole bunch of them. So I just go into the view mode because that's going to show you all of them. And I have a survivor's path, survive a school, capture an enemy base in any mission. So there's a couple different ways to win missions. You can destroy all the enemy vehicles. You can have more vehicles remaining at the end of the timer if time runs out. Or you can go to their base and stay in it long enough to turn their color base. It'll be the opponent's color, whether it's red or blue. And as you sit there, you'll see it change to your color. You have to change it full time, three different times. And over a course of time, it'll eventually change full to your color, and you win. Of course, they're going to try to stop you from doing that. There's a seasonal event going on, which is what these are going to be, this Winter Mayhem event. This Baptism by Fire is something for the adventure mode, which I went over in a couple of episodes ago, and we'll be doing probably some more of that today. And here are my dailies. You want to do as many of these as you possibly can, because you will start earning awards, or rewards rather, for as many as you get done. So you got weekly challenges. So complete 42. I'm not probably going to get that done because this week is almost over. Win 8 battles and missions with scrap metal as the reward. Should be able to do that one, and I'll get some badges. And I'll show you what you can do with those in a little while. While in the adventure mode, complete 20 side missions. Well, that's going to take a while, but I should do it because these badges can be exchanged for some pretty good items if you get enough of them. Alright, so I got to win 2 battles and missions, win 1 raid, win 2 battles in a mission with a cannon, a turret cannon or a plasma gun. Well, I do have a cannon, and complete 3 daily challenges. And as you do these, they'll be replaced with a couple of more. So I'm going to go ahead and do the raids first because I have 100 gas to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the vehicle I have because it's already set up for that. I'm going to go select, and I can do... these are going to give me the same rewards, but they're different missions. Data theft or the War for Fire. Well, I'll do both. I'll do this one first, and then I'll switch over to the other one, so you can get an idea of the different battle maps and the different mission types. Okay, they're already starting me off. I've done this mission before, so I know the map a bit. There's a missile launcher over there. You want to take out these guys because... oh, because of that. You can shoot missiles out of the air, but you have... I mistakenly... I got somebody shooting me from behind. This guy thinks I'm an NPC, apparently. Drones. Try to take those out. Yeah, those aerial drones, they are no joke. They will tear through your armor real quick if you don't pay attention and get rid of them real quick. These enemies seem pretty tough. Right, try to get this thing. And then we gotta go down here. There'll be more enemies waiting for us. So remember to turn my chat relays on so I can see overlays. Take out the missile launchers. Oh, there's a missile launcher I must have missed somewhere along the lines. Where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. No, I don't see. There it is. And this is the reason why I like a tower build, because I can shoot over this tractor-trailer. And there's another one somewhere. Where did we miss that one? Okay, that's good. Got the drone. And my theory is, and a lot of people will back me up on this, is when you're facing enemies, take out their weapons. Because if they can't shoot you, they can't hurt you. They also can't blow up your base, which we're trying to protect right here. Yeah, you can go for the kills, which is fine, but it's a lot easier to destroy weapons quicker than it is the cab of a vehicle. Especially when your partners are running into you and won't get off of you. Back up, guy. Reverse, please. You know what reverse is? Some people aren't the best drivers, let's just put it this way. This drone. Boy, they're just sending the kitchen sink after us today, boy. So lots of enemies, and they don't want to die too quick. Of course, I do have pretty much the starter machine guns on my car, and they're not known for a whole lot of output, but they're not bad for what they are. You know how to use them properly. I'm not trying to be Rambo here. I'm not going head on into enemies and trying to blow everybody up. I keep my distance and snipe out weapons as best I can. That's what you want to do, especially if you're lower level. You don't want to be charging in there like you're driving a tank, unless you actually are driving a tank. Take out that man's drone. Take out his goons. You get a lot of points for removing guns from people and tires and things like that. A lot of people think you get a lot of points from kills, but you get quite a bit from removing weapons too. I would say almost the same amount as getting kills and things in this area anyway. Turrets out. Those purple guys are usually the more valuable targets. That's why you'll see everybody kind of swarm to go after to get those guys. They're also usually a bit stronger and have better than basic weapons. You see these guys have drones. That's kind of new for this level of area that we're doing. The game's changed quite a bit since I've played it last, and there's been some changes to the enemies and their weapons. The maps aren't a whole lot different. There might be a couple of new ones that I haven't seen yet. Ooh, our truck is not doing well. Come on, people. That way, if you take out their weapons, they can't attack your truck. If we lose that truck, we lose. No matter what we do. I'm gonna... Come on, man! What are you doing? You see me going right with the truck, why would you do that? There's a reason why I was trying to get out here. Not because I want all the points, it's because I don't want us to lose. And there go my weapons, so I'm a dead duck. There's still a guy ramming me and pinning me back when I could have been not taking damage by avoiding fire if I could actually drive without somebody pinning me against the wall. I mean, it's not always about you. You gotta worry about the ability or lack of your teammates. Said that guy's supposed to be helping me out, and instead he pins me down, and then I flip over, which is brilliant. And why would he help me? He's only my teammate. If you see somebody flipped over, ladies and gentlemen, help them out. No, this guy wants the kill of the boss. That's why he just completely ignored me. And I still got first place anyway. You know why? Because I take out weapons. So pardon me for being a little bit salty there, but, you know, there's some things that just kind of annoy me about this game. Not about the game specifically, but people in it sometimes, you know, ramming into you and pinning you against walls so that you can't shoot something. And then you flip over. You know, when I can get to somebody and flip them back up on their wheels, I do. It's only going to help me out and help our chances of winning. But no, some people are all about, oh, I need to get the kills. Alright, so let's do that other battle. And I probably shouldn't get as snooty as I did just there. You know, people play games the way they want to, right? They're all about having fun. So let's do this mission, the data theft one at the chemical plant. Show you that map. These coupons you get, you can exchange those for special deals and things like that. You won't really be able to do much with them at the beginning of the game, where I am like level 6 and things like that. It pays off further down the road when you can collect a bunch of them. And copper is one of the basic building materials in this game. And the higher you go up in level of the item you want to make, the higher the requirements are for the building materials, and you'll move on from copper to needing plastics and wires and batteries and electronics. And you'll see eventually down the road, when I get to a high enough level, we'll be in missions where you can get those type of rewards. I don't have a car nearly strong enough to get into those battles. I think the first one opens up at around 4,000 power score, and I'm nowhere near that. I'm about half if I'm lucky. Alright. Let's see where our friends want to go here. Usually a pretty good idea in this kind of environment to go ahead and stick with your teammates, because you're going to be facing wave after wave of enemies that are probably, at this stage, stronger than you are. And even though they're NPCs, you know, you get enough of them and be careless enough, they're going to kill you. You're not going to be Rambo and take out everybody all by yourself unless you've got a huge power score advantage over the enemies, which you most likely won't. Not unless you're spending a bunch of money on packs, which is your prerogative if you want to do that. I'm not here to promote or demote that idea. You know, there's advantages to spending money on a premium account for this game. You can unlock a lot more content. I say content, but it's more not like maps and things like that, but weapons and vehicle parts and things like that. A lot more becomes available to you, obviously, if you pay. You know, there's got to be some reason why you pay, and they also give you, I think, since I've never really used premium in this game before, I think they give you 100 of game currency every month. It might be more, but at last I remember it was about 100 currency every month. And that allows you to buy a whole bunch of in-game items. And you just get that every month. And I think the fee is about $10 a month, somewhere around there. But don't quote me on it. This is all as of I remember it. And my knowledge of this game is several months old. I stopped playing for a while. I'm not sure why exactly. I mean, I guess because there were other things in my life going on. I haven't been the healthiest person in the world, so when I tend to feel like garbage, I tend not to play games. Because, you know, usually my head's just not feeling very good. I get some headaches and things like that. I just can't concentrate. And especially on games like this, you got to be able to pay attention to what's going on. Missile launcher somewhere around here. Yeah, there's a truck around here with missile launchers. I don't know exactly where he is. That's him right there. I tend to, if I can find these guys, I tend to take these guys out because missiles will kill you pretty quick. I don't know where he went. I don't know if somebody took him out or if he got away. I'm going to assume since somebody's still shooting missiles, you can shoot him out of the sky. Nope, there he is, right there. And of course, I'm trying to shoot him, so I'm going to get out of the way. That's awesome. Thank you, guy. Brilliant. Protect our bases. If I could drive, that'd be amazing. Look out for that. Look out for that giant building, Ben. You don't want to run into that. Generally not going to be helpful to your cause. Ben's big tip for this game, don't run into buildings. You only get those kind of tips here on Ben's Corner, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you may not be aware of the fact that you don't want to run into a building. But I'm here to tell you, you don't want to. Probably not the best strategy. There's just a missile man. Let's take him out. Where you going, buddy? Alright. He's taken care of. I see you. There you go. Where are you going, man? Where are you going? Okay, where did he go? There he is. Oh! Well, somebody else got him. I lost track of him. There's somebody else shooting missiles. I couldn't quite get it. Didn't have my good aim that time. There we go. Finally pinned him in. Alright. Had a teammate follow me. Thank you, buddy. It's not a bad idea to travel in pairs or in teams. And you can team up, make a team of up to 4 people, and travel around maps and do missions together. And in some cases, in these raids, at least in the first level ones that you can access, the level 1, tier 1 ones, it doesn't matter what the difference in power scores are. You can have a 1500 guy going up with an 8000 guy. We proved that last stream when I met somebody in the chat. They play this game and they had over an 8000 power score car, and we were able to team up and do a mission, and the game didn't scale up the opponents against us to match his power score. And I know that enemy is around here, so whoops. Just trying to get a readout on my map of where they were, try to react. It looks like they're up over here. Oh, sorry, man. Oh, boy. Ben's not following his own pro tip of don't drive into buildings. It's very important not to drive into buildings. Ben. I might have to do something with my vehicle. It is a little light in the front end, and it's a little unwieldy in the turning radius here. I know that guy went over here. There he is. Alright, got him. Get back here. Missile launcher. Alright. Take out Rocket Man. Rocket Man. Burning up my fuse up here alone. And I guess it's gonna be a long, long time. Ouch. And there's Mr. Pushy. Really? And somehow that was not enough to take out that vehicle. That should be. Where's that missile coming from? If I could find it, I could shoot it out of the sky. I don't know where it's coming from, but... Oh, there it goes. Somebody else shot it down. Tried to shoot that one out of the air. It didn't work. Alright, here comes the boss. Whoop, sorry, Temka. There's the boss over there. I can't quite shoot over the train. My tower's not quite tall enough. I just don't have enough parts, rather. I'll get the word out at some point. Oh, and he's brought friends. How nice of him. As if the boss wasn't enough to worry about, he brought some party pals along. Drive it, drive, drive. He's way over here. Guy, come on, man. Alright, so win for us. And I went up a level, so that's going to unlock more parts. And I gotta do at least one more raid. I generally do all the raids all at once to deplete the gas, because, I mean, you have it, you might as well use it while you got it. And despite Ed's inability to drive and his teammates ramming him into walls, I still got second place. So you gotta think, had I been able to drive a little better... And there we go. So I have more frame parts, a heavy-duty van rear door, and a couple of these little mounting brackets. Oh, and I can put more parts on my car. There you see. Okay, so there you go. The premium pack is $9 a month. Well, nope, this is for this pack only. The Insomnia pack. So you get an armored vehicle called Spirit, 3 machine guns, the Vectors, which I can show you what those are because you can make them, the Wyvern cabin, and Hardcore engine, unique character portrait, unique sticker, oh boy, unique paint, oh boy, maximum number of parts to 55, which you'll be able to do anyway, 650 in-game coins, that's quite a bit, but some of these things you can unlock just by making them yourself. I mean, I've made the Wyvern and the Hardcore myself before in other games, so you don't really need to do that, pay for it. But you can unlock it early if you want. And since I went up a level, my gas just went up to full again. So I got a lot more gas to use. And if you don't use it, it resets at the beginning of every game day. You get a full tank again. You can put a gas tank on your car, and if you go into battles, specific battles, the patrols you don't get anything for, but if you do some other battle missions, you win and you don't lose your car, you will gain a certain amount of gas at the end of the match. So you can refill your gas tank that way, or you can earn some more and sell it on the market, because gas goes for a pretty penny on the market at times. The market kind of fluctuates here and there, so you gotta just wait and see when you can get it, the best price rather, for whatever you're trying to sell. And I could take out that other enemy, but I'd rather take out that man with a gun first. And then I'll deal with this straggler. So take out some of his tires. Take out his other gun. Now he's kind of defenseless. And that makes him an easy target at that point. Now I know there's missiles. Did they already get this one? I guess they did. So I distracted the enemy. They went ahead. No, they still got another guy over here. Take out his drone, take out his weapon. He's running shotguns. They're pretty potent weapons on short range. Looks like a missile launcher there I want to take out, definitely. I do not like those. Green eggs and ham, Sam I am. Alright, now we gotta go over here. Protect that little area. I don't have the fastest vehicle. It's one of the faster startup cabins I have, called the Sprinter. That guy has a cloaking device on. How about that? This guy has a drone. I want to get rid of that. Try to take out his gun. There we go. No gun left. And now he should be pretty easy pickings. And there he goes. Can't stress it enough. Take out their weapons. Now it's just a matter of figuring out what direction the enemies are coming from, the next wave. They tend to come from this area or that opening in the cavern over there. And there's some come from that general area. In this cavern here. This guy's trying to be slick with his cloaking device. That's a new wrinkle. I never remember them having cloaking devices at this early stage of the game before. Okay, he's done. That guy is done. That one's done. So I'm telling a lot of people, this game's been around for a while. I'm not exactly sure how many years. It's not ancient, but it's not a brand new game. And they bring out new content, and they bring out new seasonal events and tweak the game here and there to change it, to keep it fresh. And people play Fortnite and first-person shooter games. If you're used to those kind of games, you're going to have a leg up in this game. I mean, you already have the basics of, you know, a shooter game in your mind, and the only difference is instead of being a person, you're a card. So I've recommended it to a couple of guys, and there's one that was contacting me on Twitter who is a first-person shooter person and really good at Fortnite, and I said, well, you might want to try this game out. I said, because I'm terrible at first-person shooters. It's just not a genre I get. It's just some games click for you and others don't, and for some reason, first-person shooters, for me, I'm terrible at them. I'm just no good. I've tried them, and I do terrible, and then I feel bad because I'm letting my team down. I'm like, you know, I know I'm not good at this game. And I'm not sure how I'm going to get better other than just being terrible for a long, long time. But I said, you know, but I am a little better at third-person shooters for whatever reason. These click a little better for me. And I suggested he try it. This game's free, by the way. It's a freemium game. Free to play. You can get premium content if you want. And he said, yeah, I just downloaded it and I played it a little while. And you're right, boy, it was kind of easy for me. And I imagine it would be, because you already know, you know, how to shoot, how to aim. This game's going to be kind of second nature to you with those kind of skills. You're already ahead of the curve. You don't have to learn that. The only thing you gotta have to do is, you know, drive and the game mechanics, basically, and learning some of the battle maps. But for me, I was coming in it kind of blind because I'm not great at shooter games. I'm more of a driver, and this game's very simplistic as far as it's not a driving simulator by any stretch. And the other drawback I have, and maybe why I wasn't doing so great at first, and this might have something to do with the first-person shooters too, is that I was a console gamer all my life, and we're talking, you know, 30 years now or more of gaming, and I always played with joysticks, you know, console joystick, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to play on computers because, I wouldn't have a joystick. Well, now you can use joysticks with computers now, but I never had the experience of playing with mouse and keyboard. Well, that's definitely how you want to play this game. You don't want to play it with a joystick because while the driving might be made a little bit easier, your aiming reticle is slowed down with a joystick. There's some kind of delay, and no matter how I tried to tweak the settings on it, I couldn't get a happy medium of where it was fast enough and I could control it well enough where it worked for me. And, you know, I'm trying to use a cannon from long range and I can't get my turret to swivel around fast enough. And that could have been why. Alright, so let's go back. I got first place in this mission by only 20 points. So we had a good balanced team here. Oh, I went up with the Syndicate. You see, if I had Battle Pass, all these things that are locked, I would have access to right now. But since I don't get them. So that's another added benefit to the premium pack. Oh, we can take a look at the exhibition. I wanted to show you guys this just to give you an idea of how creative you can be in this game. You're, again, limited by your imagination. I'm just going to go in and show you some of the top builds. So somebody built a store. Somebody built a frog. Somebody built this tank. There's kind of an off-road rally racer. A race car. I don't know what that thing is, but they built it. Holy moly. What is this thing? Somebody built a roving battle base. And I think you can test drive. Yeah, we can test drive this thing. Even though you can't build it. Oh, he's got some kind of grenade launchers here on his right weapon. Well, and the right weapon is what? A shield. Okay, so we got a shield generator. Well, I can see how this thing is a good vehicle. Let's ram something. I'm not sure how well this thing operates as a rammer. He's got limited shots with this, and the firing arc is limited. You can't aim up because these weapons are hidden so far in the back. So basically, it's a close-range fighter. My goodness. And a powerful one at that. Let's see how well my truck holds up against it. Well, there go my weapons. There goes my vehicle. 14,877 power score. He's quite a bit better than I am with my, what, 1,000? Let's go with the newest ones. You got something with the walker legs. Look at this battle fortress. There's combo builds in this game where somebody will build basically a weapons platform, and then somebody else will build a vehicle to contain it. And there's a special item you can make, which is a hitch, where you can link those two units together. They work with varying degrees of success, because when you start a map, you start out at random intervals, at positions on the battle map. You might not be very close to your counterpart, so the other one's going to have to drive to you, then they have to link up, and it takes a while, and by that time, usually what I see with those builds is that the battle's halfway over by the time they finally get themselves together. So it's not all that useful. Let's take a look at some of the other builds. You see this kind of tank here. Let's go by most downloads, because that means something's rather popular. Oh, can build. I'm gonna turn that off because none of the there's none of these that I'm gonna be all time. Let's go with that. Okay, we're gonna see. See, you got people writing letters. There's a twin car with a fake car. There's somebody made a machine gun. See what I'm saying? Somebody made something that looks kind of like the Batmobile. Okay. Somebody made something that kind of looks like an airplane. There's no helicopters in this game, and there are hovercrafts. Airplanes, you can make something that looks like an airplane. These are little rocket launchers. I'll test drive it and I'll show you. Yeah, you can activate all these jets. It will go up in the air, but it won't stay there. I don't know what the plus button is. The up button. I never figured out what that control is in this game. I'm pressing up on my keyboard, that's my drive button, so that's not it. I'm hitting the normal control buttons. Huh. And I can't change that because this isn't my build. But that's some of the exhibition. That's something that you used to be able to look at the start of the game. Now you have to be a certain level to look at it, and I'm not sure why they did that. I'm not sure what sense that makes. It's like, I think that's something they would want to show you, say, hey, look what you can build in this game. Let me take a look at my missions again. Win 2 battles and missions, 3 daily challenges. I think I'm done with my raids, but like I said, I want to use up my gas, and raids give you a lot of points. So let's just keep the action going here. They reset these every once in a while, every hour. Gone in 2 minutes. At my level, I don't think I want to do that. It's kind of a chase type of mission where you gotta follow that truck all the way around. Meanwhile, enemies are constantly being sent your way, and I don't have enough firepower to really deal with that. So I'd rather just do these stationary target swarms. I think they're a little bit better for the kind of build I have. Whoops. That guy did a complete 180 right in front of me. That's usually not a good idea when you have a bunch of people behind you. I'm going to stay back here because the missiles can't hit me from here. They're going to try. Uh-oh. And I was wrong. There. Now the missiles won't be a problem. Yeah, you probably don't want to activate that target and then just leave, because these enemies are going to chase you down from behind. I mean, and I know why they're doing it. So if you're joining me here, welcome to Ben's Corner. Didn't mean to have that bit of dead air there. Just sometimes I get a little wrapped up in what I'm doing. I forget to say things. I'm a little new to this whole streaming thing. It's not something I'm really used to. But it's fun. Like I said, last week, or last episode, when I recorded, I had somebody come and chat who plays this game. We teamed up in the game. Ran a couple missions together, and it was fun. It's more enjoyable when you have some teammates and friends to play with, and since I've got a brand new account, I haven't really met anybody on this account yet, so I don't have a whole lot of people to share my missions with. Pardon me. My throat gives out on me for a moment. I mentioned earlier I suffering from a little bit of allergies today, but my allergy medicines, I can already feel it starting to kick in a little bit, so that should be improving, thankfully. The allergies I have are not too terrible. It's just that sometimes it affects my sinuses, and that's a little bit of annoyance. Other times it affects my eyes. What are you doing, dude? Call me GG. Okay, GG. How about I call you I can't drive? Here, let me help that guy. Here you go, GG. You're welcome, dude. No problem. Hey, what matters? He said thanks. Okay, so I take back I can't drive. He does have a melee weapon on the front of his truck, so I can see why he'd want to be ramming things, because those things can do some hefty damage. Obviously, they're not very helpful in range, but they can pump out some damage quickly. See that? He just rammed that guy and tore through his front end. And it didn't take him very long to do so. So melee weapons, very short range, but the trade-off is lots of damage. So you get in... Generally, I went over this before, when you're using a melee weapon or shotguns that are close range, you want to build a fast vehicle that can get in range and get out of danger's way if you overextend yourself. And a lot of people like to incorporate a cloaking device with them so you can hide your approach and hit somebody unsuspectingly, come up from behind them. And lots of times what happens with melee weapons, in my experience, and I'm not exactly sure why this happens, but you tend to get stuck to them. Once they hit you, it's really hard to get away from them. And like I said, if you don't blow them up quickly, they'll just tear right through your vehicle in a matter of seconds. So once you find one, you gotta take them out as fast as you can, because they're just gonna make your day miserable. Where is the boss man? There he is. I will stay back here, thank you very much. Yeah, GG made short work of the boss. Staying right up close to him.
Well done, guys. Kudos.
See how GG did. Well, he was first place. I came in third by quite a big margin. Alright, we're just going to keep doing that mission. These are costing 20 gas apiece. I have 60 left, so 3 more of these. So I apologize if the gameplay is getting a little repetitive, but that's kind of the nature of this game. Keep doing missions over and over again. It's been about an hour, and that's all I've been doing so far, but like I said, the rewards are worth it. The reputation bonus you get from them, since they're longer missions, you tend to get a little bit more from them. You're guaranteed to get copper, you get these coupons, but you only are allowed a limit of 6 a day on this mission. The next tier raids will give you, I believe it's copper is one of the things you can, not copper, wires and plastic, I think are the 2 choices. Boy, what's going on with this mission here? This is not a great start.
Immobilize targets. The best kind.
What are we doing? Okay. This game kind of threw me halfway in the battle already. They've already cleared a couple of the mission objectives, so I'm going to be kind of behind the 8 ball on points as far as that's concerned. What in the world's going on? How did I lose my weapons already? swarmed off the bat, and behind the 8 ball for sure. You know, I normally don't die that quickly, but this time I certainly did. Maybe there was a drone I wasn't accounting for and it wasn't really looking for it. Those things will take you out pretty quickly. Look at the hit points that guy's got. We must have some pretty decent power score people in here. Or I'm just got that weak of a vehicle, that's possible. Said these starter machine guns aren't known for pumping out a lot of damage, but they are consistent when you group them up. You know, going with 4 of them like I have is not a bad idea for a starter vehicle. Part of this thing is that they're using cloaking devices, and it's hard to see where the enemy is sometimes. I'm just laying down some strafing fire.
The enemy's destroyed.
Oh, okay. The enemy's destroyed already before I even saw them. How quaint. Good shooting, lad. Keep it up, if you say so. Stop running into our truck. Yep, I thought they might be coming this way. I saw one. He put on a cloaking. There he is. Look, I knew I saw one. Alrighty. East route, there's another one. Just saw him. Where'd you go? There you are.
Good shooting, lad. Keep it up.
And that guy's got a wyvern cab. That's why he's a little bit harder to destroy. Running auto cannons on his vehicle.
Well done. Keep up the good work.
Auto cannons are interesting. They have very good range. Their damage doesn't really diminish that much over range. They are more powerful than machine guns, obviously. The drawback is they have a heavy recoil, so if your vehicle's not that heavy, it will actually shake your vehicle and knock your aim offline as well. They also, the turrets do not spin as fast as like machine guns and things like that, so you have to really make sure you're on your target. And it's not, they're not for close range combat at all. Because, you know, if you go up against a maneuverable opponent with these things, you're going to have your cannons constantly focusing and turning their turrets around trying to target it, and they'll never catch up. So a lot of people call them a snipe weapon, which you can hit from range and knock out weapons. That's a pretty good way to go about it. I do like using them from time to time. But they're tough to use. And even though I came in, like, very late to the battle, I still came in second place. I don't think that's too bad. So we'll be going over an hour as usual. It's just a tentative thing, just in case I only have an hour to spend, but you're going to play this game for more than an hour at a time to complete your daily missions and things like that. think... Let me check when these run out. I think it's around when they expire. 1 day, 7 hours. So in 7 more hours, this will reset and you'll get a whole new slew. The day will progress. Yeah, 2,800, 3,400, 20. I'm definitely the low man on the totem pole here. So I will let these guys go ahead and get out front. Go ahead, guys. You figure out which way you're going to go. I'll follow you. They went to go this way. Okay. If you'll say so. Bang. Take out that... Well, I'm shooting my buddy there. Come on, man. What? Hello, guy. Will you stop that, please? I really dislike that. You've just pushed me in the range of fire of everything. Man. It's like, that might work for you with your battle tank there, but you see my vehicle, the lowest rated person here, and you're just gonna push me out in the middle of everything. Thank you so much for that. That's really great. Why that one enemy was just sitting there. Not sure what tactic that is. I'm focusing primarily on weapons. I believe that is, at least if you're running machine guns, that's the way to go, because as I said, they don't crank out a ton of damage. Hey, Big Band. Big Ann. Big Band. Sorry. Hello again. Welcome back. How you doing today? Hope your weekend's starting off well. was fighting with my in-game overlay for a few minutes there. That's why I couldn't say hello right away. It tends to like to disappear from time to time. In this game anyway, because this game changes screens so often, it likes to automatically drop it every single time a screen changes, so I have to remind myself to keep clicking it back on. So that's a fun little development with this. Work in progress. You know, the fact that it actually exists is awesome, because that allows me to look at chat and play the game at the same time, which before with one screen I was having trouble figuring out how to do that effectively. I tried using my cell phone for a while, but I had trouble, you know, doing that. I have to look away from the screen to look at chat, and it wasn't the most efficient way of doing it. So this works a little better. It's a nice handy tool that is available to you at Streamlabs. It's a plugin you can add, and you just set it up. And they're still tweaking it. I would like for them to add a resize feature to it. Right now you're stuck at whatever the default size is. I'd like to be able to change the windows a little bit so it fits my screen better. But at least it works, which is great. There's Boss Man over there. He's got a couple of friends. Looks like Boss Man probably carries a couple of drones on him. Okay, Boss Man's down. Now we got to take out the support vehicles. Guy seems to not like me so much, so let's say hello to him. Hello. And that's gonna do it for this raid.
Yeah, that sure put the pig meat in the fire.
Yeah, I was the lowest rated power score person, could you tell? I think I have enough gas for one more raid. Yep, one last one. And then we'll start doing some of these other missions on the day, get those taken care of. Let's go ahead and do that mission again. We teamed up with Big Band in our last episode and saw that he has an amazing near 9,000 power score vehicle, which is a little bit out of my range at the moment. As I can't even crack 2,000 just yet. But we were able to team up and have some fun. He needed to do a couple of raids, so did I. So we went ahead and did those together. It was just interesting to see how amazing his vehicle was compared to mine. And that is a difference of, you know, just playing the game for a while and having access to great parts that I don't have access to yet. But I'm not complaining. I know I'm starting out, and it's just a grind when you first start out. That's all there is to it. We still have a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing what I'm doing right now. I think I'll go ahead and activate this while we're fighting. Since I can't take these guys out very well, they're very durable. I'll just try to pot shot what I can. I'll continue to aim for weapons, the drones. Support my team. There we go. got... There he went. I knew he activated his cloaking device, I just didn't see where he got to.
This one's doing the warm up.
Try to get out of the way of that man right there, if I can. Take out his gun, there we go. Alright. So what's up today, big band? Fight the good fight and cross out. I appreciate you coming back and giving me a view, I really do. I want to thank all my recent followers too. I've had a little surge recently, a little uptick in the followers. That's great. Both on YouTube and on Twitch. I do have a YouTube channel where right now I'm mainly focusing on a long-term Madden franchise. I've done something a little bit differently where I've removed all the most of the NFL teams, the entire AFC, and made replacement teams, the relocation teams. And I simmed ahead far enough to get all the NFL players out of the game. So it's all generated people that you don't really know all that well. I kind of wanted to make a fantasy kind of scenario, but also make it realistic at the same time, where I'm not pulling off a million trades for 15,000 first-round draft picks, because that's not really realistic. I'm not trading away all my players for picks and things like that. I'm trying to keep it as realistic as possible. I have some interactions with some of the players and the head coach. Last season I had a veteran that I felt was underperforming. I had some younger players that were talented that I felt might be better. So I had a scenario where the coach said, okay, you know, hey veteran, we have guys that have been practicing hard and really showing out. I think it's time for them, you know, to get some playing. They've earned playing time, basically. So they're going to get some snaps over you. So he got benched, and the younger players moved up the depth chart. And I played it out that, well, he's an established veteran. He thought he was better. What are you doing, dude? Thank you for that. And basically said, well, if you're not going to play me, trade me, because, you know, there's other people that would want me. I'm a good veteran. So that scenario played... Oh, come on. Really? So a rocket that I try to take out hits me and blows off my weapons. That's awesome. So, it was late in the season when that happened. It was post-trade deadline. We ended up having to just release them.
Good shooting, lad. Keep it up.
So we did that. And we played it out that he went to the media and complained. He tweeted out a message to say, hey, you're not going to use me, trade me, because I'm good, and somebody's going to want me. And he did get picked up in free agency, but he wasn't a big-time free agent. And the new team he went to, he was 6th on the depth chart. So he was the last man on the depth chart for that new team. So it didn't play out too well for him. Alright, so that's going to do it for the raids. Now I have... Part of my mission is to win battles with a cannon. So I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I go in here and do some missions. And use a cannon build. And I have one already saved in my blueprints, because I had to do this earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and save this vehicle build, and we'll just call it Raid, because that's what I use it for. And this vehicle's not amazing by any stretch, because I'm terrible with cannons. Okay, good. I can finally change my weapon assignment so that I'm not firing my cannon and machine gun on the same button, which they changed again. You can now... You have to wait to be able to do that. You don't get that ability right off the bat, which you used to be able to do. I don't understand the theory behind that. Because if you're running two different kinds of weapons, like I have a machine gun and my cannon. And I don't want to be firing my limited ammo cannon the same way I'm firing my machine gun, obviously, because machine guns have unlimited ammo, but cannons certainly don't. I don't want to be wasting my shots, because cannons, they can do a lot of damage, but, you know, it takes them a long time to reload, and you don't want to be losing those shots for when you need them. Like, right here, if I can line this up. Yeah, I just did 100 and some points of damage. We'll take a shot at this guy. Oh, my cannons, you can see it aiming way up in the air. Not wonderful with cannons. I'm not real... And this one is very limited, too. It doesn't... It can't... It's not on a turret. And it doesn't have much range up and down, either. It's very limited, this first cannon. And although we won, I didn't do a whole lot. The second stage cannon is a lot better. It's a fully turreted one. And it has articulation up and down. So that, I recommend that one a lot more than this one. Yeah, I came in very low here. I'm not the greatest player, but I'm usually a little bit better than that when I'm not shoehorned into a weapon that I'm not very good with. This one might go a little better for us. Because these enemies are all going to bottleneck over the bridge. Yeah, one other thing with the premium accounts is that you get a experience booster. You get, like, double the experience. Looks like I whiffed on that shot. I got him with that one and blew his weapons off. Instantly. There we go. Did it again. Oh, I think I just missed. There goes Josh. I think I'm going to head to their base because I think that's where they're going to be located. Some of them. I got a fairly fast vehicle considering what I got on. That cab's a little bit slower that he's using, but it is more durable. Ooh, not a good day for you. And he's got a cannon as well. Don't push me out of the way, man. Gotten away in my cannon fire. That's not good. Ooh, there we go.
That's what happens to every one of you.
There we go. So that's when you can use a cannon effectively. You get MVP, so... And since I cleared that challenge, they should give me some new ones. It's probably going to be win some more missions. I unlocked some side skirts. Yay! Let's see what they got for me now. Win 3 missions. Win 3 missions or raids using a cannon. Okay, so there you go. More of the same. So let's just go ahead and do those some more. What we just did. And I'm doing patrols. They're against NPCs, strictly. I tend to do those for clearing missions because you're almost guaranteed to win. The NPCs are not wonderful. I mean, you can lose to them if you're not careful. Get this guy lined up. He's being intelligent. There we go. Kaboom. Have a clear range of fire here. Oh, man. My timing is just kind of terrible with these things. It's like I line somebody up, then they'll move at the last second, or I'll line somebody up, and then a teammate drive, they're not obviously intending to, but they'll drive in the way, and I'll hit them instead. Now, you can't blow up your own teammates. The only exception to that I don't think friendly fire as an actual fire does hurt you. So I think we're okay with that, because I remember driving by fire that my teammates laid out. So there is no, like, friendly fire where, you get in the way of somebody's machine guns. Like, I can shoot this guy all day long, I'm not going to hurt him. So, I mean, that would add a crazy amount of difficulty to this game, if that was the case. Yeah, this cannon, unfortunately, cannot aim down. Sitting duck. Well, we're just wiping these people out so quickly. Where are you going? I don't want to... I would have turned earlier, but I didn't want to wipe him out. Well, that went pretty quick. I don't think I scored all that many points on this one. I didn't take any damage. Of course, I really didn't fight that many people either, I don't think. No, I'm one of the lowest ranking people again. Oh well. What are my seasonals? One battle destroys 60 parts with shotguns, so I'm not using a shotgun, so obviously that's not happening. Rare parts, I'm not in any position to make any of those just yet. Blind Fury, Patch, Exterminator, Death from Above, destroy 60 parts with rockets. You can unlock a rocket launcher for a while. I mean, I could. I have to change factions. I think this one makes... The Wasp is a rocket launcher. And let's just see. I could, in theory, build one. I would just have to change factions real quick and become and do it with level 1. So I could do that. I just don't really want to change factions. I mean, I suppose I could. We'll worry about that in a minute, though. Right now I need my cannon. I can't use my only cannon. I could craft an extra one. I could do that. It's not going to cost me a terrible amount. Yeah, let's go ahead and make an extra one. And let's go to factions and loot. That's the problem. I don't have any in-game currency. And I can't use the marketplace yet. So if I could, I'd probably sell some extra scrap here. And it doesn't allow me to sell it. When does this open up? Level 8. So, soon. I'm almost level 8. So, that becomes available to me in a little while. So, we'll take care of that in a little bit. Right now, let's go blow up more things. Because that's always fun, right? And we're on the bridge again. Excuse me. I did pretty well on this last one. That's because I know this map very well, and I know that the NPCs are always going to come to this bridge. in player versus enemy matches, the players know this too, so they tend to camp out on a hill nearby and just pick off people left and right. It's basically fish in a barrel type scenario. Vehicle does not turn that well, but managed to get it off there. Oh, just missed him. How did that miss? Like point blank range and whiff. I am not a cannon expert, have you noticed? I'll let them have that. Here comes Claudia. You're not gonna have a good day, Claudia. Goodbye. Goodbye. Well, we got two enemy combatants here. And basically with this first level cannon here, since it doesn't turret, I have to aim essentially with my vehicle, which makes it a little bit difficult to line up shots. There we go. Boom. Complete 15 daily challenges. Yahoo! I am amazing. Not quite. So there's my 3 battles, and 3 battles total. 3 battles with turrets. Wow, look at this guy. 1534. Well, I got second place. A distant second place, but a second place nonetheless. I'll take that. And let's take a look at my challenges now. Now it's just complete 4 daily challenges. Well, unfortunately, I had this problem last episode too, where it's telling me complete 4 daily missions. I don't have any more daily missions, so how can I complete 4 of them? But oh well. Now we can do some adventuring, because there's 2 things I can do there. I can take care of this scheduled mission, and I can do this challenge of doing 20 side missions, which is going to take forever, but gotta do it. I could do the shotgun challenge and get that completed. I could do that. Let me see if I got a shotgun build here. I believe I made one, but I don't remember. Yeah, there's a little shotgun machine. There's a starter machine gun vehicle. As you can tell, I'm kind of limited on what I can build. So let's assemble. And let's just see what other kind of parts I have to use. I have this rear door, which is quite powerful. I can add some side skirts. I can make a race car. For whatever reason, I can make it look fancy. I don't really see a need to do that. I mean, I could, just to see the benefit of it. So let's just take our little dink machine here, and let's see if I can get this shotgun situation taken care of real quick. I only have to do this 2 more times, so it shouldn't take too long, unless I just have some terrible matches. Yeah, probably should have seen if I could. So you notice I'm using the same cab as before, but this is a much lighter weight vehicle. So it seems to be driving much faster, because lighter weight vehicle, I'm not taxing the engine as much with weight, so it should, in theory, move faster. I do not want to do this. I don't want to be stuck out in the open of everyone. That will not bode well for me. This guy's got an auto cannon. This guy's got a real cannon. And so does that. Uh-oh. This is not good for Ben. Get out of the way, Ben. Get out of the way, truck that's in my way, please. Ah, boy. That did not work out well for me. We did win, but no thanks to me on that battle. They give me any... I don't think I destroyed enough parts to really do much of anything for the seasonal challenge. Nope. See? 60 parts with shotguns in one battle. That means I have to have a good battle and not do what I just did, which was silly. I overextended myself. I don't have the strongest car in the world. And you saw what happened. Enemies made some short work of me. I'm gonna sit back. Come on, man. Don't do... silly... You silly, silly person. Why would you do that? Come on. That is just ridiculous. Are you serious? And then you're not gonna help me back up. Thank you. You see, I mean, why would you do that? You pull up behind somebody and you just ram them off a cliff, and then we both flip over because of it. You saw me sitting there lining up shots. I mean, ridiculous. I'm sorry to complain, but that just really irked me. I was sitting there perched up on the cliff. That guy definitely saw me there. And then he's just going to push me off the cliff. And he cost us both. I don't understand it. So if you're out there, ladies and gentlemen, please take some time to learn how to drive in this game. Go to the test area that you have, that everybody has. Learn how to control your vehicle. There is a brake, and there is a reverse gear. Use them so that you don't do what that guy just did. I recommend that you don't run into your own teammates and push them off of cliffs. There's another big tip from Ben Venu that you're not going to get anywhere else. In this game, don't wreck your own teammates and wreck them off cliffs and flip them upside down so they get destroyed. This guy flipped. I'm going to help him up. There you go, buddy. You're very welcome for that. He's looking pretty stout there with the weapons he's got. Weapons. Oh, I think I'm gonna get some parts destroyed on this one. Having a pretty good... Oh, come on, dude. I helped you up. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. MVP. Melee damage. I went up a level, so now I can access the market and actually make some money. Alright. And yep, got a 60 parts on that one. I'm going to try to do that again. I'm going to get some more part. Wow. Okay, a lot of these are test Yeah, these are all test ground parts. Right there. These all go to your test drive area. There's an actual car part. This gun turret's fairly useful. And now I can access the market and sell something to get some of this in-game currency so I can make a rocket launcher and some next tier weapons, which really opens up the game a little bit. You can build better machine guns, shotguns, rocket launchers, cannons, better wheels, better cabins. That's what it's all about. So a lot of early game free-to-play, you're going to be grinding up materials to sell so that you can make money to make better weapons for yourself. I recommend crafting your own weapons rather than buying them. I mean, that's... I guess that's up to personal preference. Okay, let the enemy come to us and... I got somebody hunting me down. This guy does not like me. He's letting me know by peppering me with a bunch of bullets. And generally speaking, the last couple of enemies are going to be hanging out in their own base, usually. They try to protect their own base. I don't see anybody there yet, but there they are. He has a drone. I lost the wheel, apparently. There we go.
That's some fine shooting, boys.
I don't think I got too many destructive points here. No, didn't do it quite yet. Didn't have a great match, but not a terrible one. Hey, you've got visitors. Go for a test drive to greet them. I'm sure they haven't arrived empty-handed. So when you have friends in this game, which Big Band is a friend in my game, they start showing up to your test ground area, and you can meet them in the game in the game on your field, and honk your horn at them when they're ready, and they'll give you a random part. Usually it's some kind of building material, crafting material, or you can try fighting them, and they'll give you a bonus item that way too. But generally speaking, this guy that is my friend in this game right now has an 8,000 power score vehicle, whereas mine isn't even 2,000. So fighting him is probably not what I'm going to want to do. And I have a guy running me over. That was interesting. Ooh, I just missed ramming him. Yeah, probably at his own base. But imagine he's over here. Yep. I'm gonna try to stay moving and out of the range of that cannon he's got atop his vehicle, because I don't want to get hit by that. Oh boy, MVP again. How about that? And I achieved this finally. So that challenge is over. So you can take a look at the profile. It'll keep track of your stats. It'll show your current vehicle and weapons layout, how many medals you've won, how many missions you've taken care of, how many enemies you've destroyed, your average kills per battle, your ranking with your different factions, and your profile. You can change. I got a couple different ones unlocked, but I don't think I want to use any of those yet. You can unlock newer ones as you go. Different banners. You can see it changed up there, right here. And your profile picture would change too, if you got a new one. Banner logo. You'll see a little change up here again. See a little crosshairs up there. This keeps track of all your achievements. So I've been a machine gun rookie. I did that 1 out of 10, and it'll tell you what you have to do to unlock it. So I've got to win this deconstructor badge 3 more times in order to unlock this. And I'll get another background for that. And so on and so on. Same thing in raids, brawls, trading, that's marketplace stuff. These are the patches. So the deconstructor, you have to destroy common parts in missions. I have to destroy 70 total. I have 35 so far. Medals, 50 raids. I'll unlock tier 1 of that. There's a different kind of garages. If you have an expansion pack that you buy, you get a different garage area. Oh, let's go random weather. And this tells you the progression of the vehicle bodies and other parts for your frames. So there you see, I said that these people were using some Wyvern cabs. Well, you can see the durability 290, mass weight 800 kilograms. It has 10 energy spots. Meanwhile, I'm using a Sprinter that has 220, only 8 energy spots, and can't hold nearly as much weight. So that's that thing. I have 1 visitor, so let's go out in the test ground area and try to find him. We'll give him a friendly honk of the horn and see what part he's got for us today. There he is. Coming to say hello. But he's so much faster than me. And there's some random NPCs that spawn. I told you they'd do that. Now the thing is, I gotta make sure I don't shoot my friend over there, because... There we go. He gave me some copper. Thank you. So this is another way to kind of test out your vehicle and what it can do against some enemies. And I kind of wasn't going all out on these guys because I knew I had my friend nearby, and if I accidentally shoot him, he'll start attacking me. And I'm probably not... I got 1 wheel. I got all my weapons, but I've got 1 wheel. So this probably isn't going to end so well for me, but we'll keep going. Now I've got no wheels left. And no weapons, so... So that's that. I got the market available to me now, so let's sell something on the market. So I'll go to my storage. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can sell things. You can quick sell it, which I do not recommend because you will not get a very good price. You can look at the market data for things, and you can see the price for this item is starting to go back up, so it's probably a good time to sell some of this. Now, if I quick sold it, let's see what I would get. I would get a very low price for it. The highest price right now is $410. Somebody wants to buy it for $407 or $402, which is very low, and $399. I'm gonna sell mine. I'm gonna put it out there for let's go $408. No, let's go $410. Why not? And the game will tax you, so when you sell it, they'll take a little cut. And I'll have 3.69 currency if I sell it. Now, I just put a sell order. Doesn't mean somebody's going to buy it right away. But if I quick sold it, it would sell at 361, and then I'd get a lot less because the tax would be taken out from that. So it would be quite a bit less. And here's some what I can exchange those badges for. Well, I can get some scrap material from that. I can get copper. I can get wires, which I don't have access to right now through missions, I don't think. Well, I have to be level 10 to get this reward anyway. Plastic, electronics, batteries, some containers. And these change every once in a while, too. See the 1 day limit? So these are all going to change. So you never really know what's going to be up there, but it's usually building materials, things like that. So we will do that. See what copper's going for. Copper. Well, it was up there. It's starting to come down a little bit. But it doesn't go for a whole lot. I'm going to hang on to my copper. It's not really all that valuable at the moment. Oh, I went up a level so I have more gas. If I had a gas tank, I could store gas and actually sell some, but I don't right now. I haven't been running one. Alright, so what are we going to do now? What are my daily missions? They're pretty much done. The only thing left to do is really go into... I could try capturing enemy base. That's going to be a little tough because most people don't go for that. Baptism by fire. Let's do the adventure modes first. So let me go to the garage. Let me change my vehicle because that's not what I want to use. I'll symbol my raider. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my build a little bit because I got a new item. I'm going to replace that with my other gun turret. It's a little more durable than the other part was. Might help the survivability just a little bit more. Do I have anything else that I want to use at the moment? I can't really say that I do. Maybe offline I'll build something kind of neat looking with these little parts right here, but for now I'm going to stick with what I got for functionality purposes. Now let's go to Adventureland. Whee! I've showed you this area before. It's a very wide open map. There's specific missions on here where I go to the den and pick up an actual mission, and then there's random missions that'll pop up. So first things first, let's go ahead and take care of the actual mission. That guy self-destructed as soon as he got on the map for whatever reason. There is a group mission over here. It is... yeah, group sweep. No thank you. I don't tend to like those. Or the... unless you got a lot of people working together, those group defenses and things like that are kind of hard to pull off. Because there's a timer. You have to destroy a whole bunch of people in a certain amount of time, and this vehicle is not going to be very capable of that. It's a little dink machine. Pew pew pew. I almost flipped over. And I know there's some enemies that usually spawn over here. I'm going to try to run right by them without angering them, because I don't want to really engage them. Because my den's right over here. So let's just get by these people. So let's see what this mission's all about. You can invite friends to these too. Hi, fierce dog. Going to the border. I changed my mind. Take the rookie in my place. Any questions? No questions. So, fierce dog. Looks like he might be up to something. Inspect the border with Munch. Crunch and Munch. It's a snack where I am. I'm sure it's around most areas. Crunch and Munch. I haven't had it. It's kind of like Cracker Jack, I think. It's like caramel-covered popcorn and some peanuts and stuff like that. I haven't had it in ages. It wasn't one of my favorite things. Careful with Munch. He's a lot more cunning than he looks. You look tougher than him. That's why I picked you. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay, fierce hog. Yeah, my vehicle looks tougher than his. What planet is he living on? I mean, look at that vehicle and look at mine, and who looks more dangerous to you? I mean, I'll let you draw your own conclusions, but I'm gonna say probably not me. Unless he's just a terrible driver. Fine, here goes nothing. Okay, yeah, we're gonna find some enemies to fight. Yippee. Yeah, I'd trade places with Munch with his vehicle in a heartbeat. In here... Wait, there's a vulture ambush ahead. Waiting for Fierce Hog. Guess we're friends now. Turn back. If we see each other again, I'll tell you why I betrayed the Blade Spines. Going somewhere, Munch? What about the deal? Stop them, guys. So I'm going to bow out gracefully here while we battle these people. Again, take out weapons. That is your first line of defense, is to remove their offense. Sharp Feather. Do I have to do everything myself? Watch and learn. Yeah, he's got a pretty powerful vehicle, but nothing I haven't dealt with before. Again, just keeping my distance. Try to take out his weapons. While he goes after Munch, I will try to peck him off from afar. Gonna start running now. I'll be back. My bumper begs to differ. Fierce Hog comes out of nowhere. Where's the traitor? Where's Munch? Dang, we gotta leave now. Radio edit. Vultures, I am your new boss. Anyone who disagrees and wants to test his... Thought so, and Munch is a dead man walking. Sometimes those text messages go by a little too quick. So I've completed that challenge. I could do more missions right now if I wanted. Right now I'm going to deal with these bandits, and I'm going to try... I've got a seasonal... a weekly mission to do 20 side missions in this area, and I think I've done 2, so I've got a ways to go. It's going to take a while, but I'm going to do them. And I'm trying to do all this online and while streaming, and not offline. That way you can see my progression and not wonder, hey, how do you get this? How do you do that? Well, I'm trying to document this all as sort of a playing walkthrough. If you're trying to do freemium content or, you know, free to play. And just share whatever tips and knowledge I have, which I admit is not maybe the best. Like, don't drive into buildings. Don't run your friends off of cliffs and knock them over. And if you do, flip them back over. That way they don't not left like a turtle flipped over on its shell. You got to help it back over. Otherwise, you know, it's probably not going to last too long. You see this light in the background where my reticle is? That means there's a mission right there. Sometimes it's a little hard to see, but wait, I know. There's another thing in here. Oh, you want to join my adventure mode? That's all I'm doing right now. There's a camera up in here I'm going to shoot out real quick. Sure. I'm at the very beginning of these missions. I have to do some random runs, but we could do some storyline mission too. Let me back out. And hello again. Whoops. Return to garage. Yeah, if I can team up with Big Ban here, he's really going to help me out because he's going to be, if I'm the leader and doing missions, everything's going to be scaled down to my level. Alright, so I'm not seeing you as being online right now. But basically, he'll be like uber powered. Yeah, I added you before. And now you're not showing up. Guess I'll have to search for you again. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Search. There you are. Your players' friends list is full. Okay. I'll just invite you to a group. Well, I sent you an invite. Okay, there you are. You're just not showing up. Yeah, see, he's running 8513. I'm at 1902. So quite a bit of difference. So how would you like to run this? Do you want to do story missions or... I mean, doing the random missions isn't going to help you too much unless you've got to clear that objective too. It doesn't matter to me which one you want to do. Story mode? Okay, we can do that. Alright, here we go. Head on over to the den. So you see a slight difference in our vehicles between a startup and somebody that's been playing this game for a while and has been really investing into their vehicle. I mean, it's quite apparent what the difference is. So, if you can team up with somebody like this in your story mode, it's going to make it that much easier. I mean, he's going to be able to pretty much solo everything without any problem. I had to fight off somebody there. They kind of came right for me. Wasn't really looking for the fight, but they brought it to me. Alright, here we go. And we gotta pick up a package. Nope, that's just a random mission there. So that's how those random missions will show up on your map when you get close to the target of them. It's a spotlight first, and then you'll see the little blue marker, and it'll tell you what kind of mission. You see the crate, that's one where you're going to be searching for 5 crates randomly placed around in a circle. There's some checkpoint ones where you go to a checkpoint and just view it for a while, and I think there's like 3 or 4 of those. There you can see there's going to be another random one up there. This way, yeah. Yay. Yeah, even at this low level, you can do a lot of the campaign. Like I said, it's more about strategy and your build choice. I tend to go with these tower builds because I think they're fairly effective against NPCs. This isn't the greatest tower build, but once I unlock a few more, pieces, I could make it quite a bit better. But it keeps your weapons out of harm's way for the most part, rather. Alright. Munch, thanks for coming. We the engineers help people in need, and something very fishy is going on here. The attacks are getting more frequent. No witnesses, there's not much we can do. Munch finds the treated ones, and we try to recover their memory. We'll bring yours back too, and we'll find and whack our enemies, and this is sort of our lair. Fix the water tower over there. With water we can do anything. Uh-oh. Here comes some baddies. Dang it, you brought a tail. We're gonna have some incoming. And like I said, I'm hanging back and trying to stay out of harm's way. Just snipe from afar a bit here. First wave's taken care of. I think there'll be 2 or 3 more. And there'll be a boss fight where you're going to have to protect the water tower, if I remember correctly. My memory could be a little hazy on this. Boom, chaka chaka. Fierce Hog's here. Not good. Help Foxy if you can. Yeah, he's got some rocket launchers on top of his vehicle, and he's going to try to blow up the water tower, and we have to stop him from doing that. So I remember correctly. And that big thing on the front of his vehicle is a harvester, which is a very strong melee weapon. You don't want to get caught in that. Well, that was quick. That battle would have taken a little bit longer had my friend Gabbo not been here. Gabbo Big Ban. We can't give up. I wouldn't know where to find another treated one. You're going to help me save him, right? Maybe I can help you. So there's that one completed. Now we can move on to the next. Let's just go ahead and knock these out. As long as Gabbo wants to stay here. See, the recommended power score 1300. I'm about 1700 right now, I think, somewhere around there. You're not like the others. Maybe it's not your memory, but at least your consciousness came back to you. Few treated ones survive. They're killed for entertainment or forced to work until they are completely drained. Munch recently found out that one of them was held prisoner by Vicky's gang. Bring me the treated one. We'll try to bring his memory back. Perhaps he knows who's attacking people. I think one of the most difficult missions in this game is the Coliseum. Like this little pot. The Coliseum is, spoilers. When you get to that mission, you're going into a battle arena against some fairly tough opponents, and if you don't have a decent enough build, you're going to be toast. I don't think this vehicle would have a ghost of a chance of surviving that. Alright, so into the Scavenger's Den. Attack! You got it. I'm gonna just... I normally sit up top this hill and just kind of pick them off from here with this kind of a build. They'll slowly but surely come to you. If you got a big old tank like Gabbo, you can just run right in there and blow the crap out of everything. I suppose I can start saying words like that because I do have a mature rating on my channel now because I've posted some Dragon Age content. And that is a rather mature game. It's rather graphic content as far as blood and guts and things go, and some other things which I won't mention. Let's just say adult-natured situations. We'll put that out there. Some very adult themes. Somebody didn't complete their build quite well. It's a Franken machine. Uh-oh, he's got a tank gun here. I don't want to be in the way of that thing. Let me pull that out. Ah, stay out of the way of that thing. Alright, he's a little less dangerous now. Where are you, dude? I don't see you. I kind of got my hands full over here. Freaking melee guy behind me. Alright. Let's head on out of here. I took a little bit of damage there. We don't have that guy you need no more. Sold him on the market to a wild-looking scavenger, some sort of trader. And we got a package for him. You bring it to him and tell him it's from us, and he's going to give you the lowdown. The treated, the heated, the works. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Alright, so we got to take this package. And they fixed my vehicle for me. How wonderful. Whee! And we gotta go cross country. Moving to the country. Gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country. Gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man in a factory downtown. And that's why you don't hear me on the radio singing a bunch of songs. 'Cause I'm terrible. But it fills silence. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Woo. One of the first improvements I would do to this build is put another set of tires on it. Great. Super. Home run. Good idea. Back yourself in the corner so I can take your guns away. Yeehaw. This is a missile launching machine, and some of these other trucks throw flaming fuel barrels out the back of them, which are real quick ways of doing... No problem, man. I know you didn't mean it, unlike some of my teammates in my raids. One guy, I was sitting there on the cliff all by my lonesome. He comes up behind me and pushes me right off the edge of the cliff. Like, literally just came right behind me, and I gotta get out of this fire, otherwise I will explode. And he took himself out with it, because when we both fell off the cliff, we both flipped over. And then, of course, you know, since we were both flipped over, neither one of us could help each other back up, which he didn't anyway when he flipped back over. Just went on his own merry way. And nobody else on the team helped us, so that was fun. No, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm too busy trying to not die, if you don't mind. See all these things out here trying to kill us? Yeah, we're trying to avoid that. Oh, there's quite a number of them. I don't remember them being this many before. Yeah, so Ben's other tip. If you see a bunch of fire on the ground that your teammate didn't put out there, don't drive in it. Because it will tear your vehicle to shreds. So, again, another excellent tip from Ben. If you follow my tips, you're sure to be a legend in this game. So, just a quick recap. Don't drive into walls. Don't run into your teammates and pin them against walls or bump them off cliffs. If you do accidentally flip somebody over, help them back up. And don't drive into fire. Because that would be bad. Okay, I remember this mission. A bunch of these little guys will come out in waves and try to attack us. Crispus attack us. You can pretty much stay up here and they'll come right to you for the most part. And again, just keep my distance, try to take out their weapons so that they can't hurt me. There's one down. And yeah, they might bump into you a little bit after they lose their weapons, but that's a lot better than them shooting at you with their high-powered machine guns. Nice job there. You just pushed them right into a little corner. Now you're useless. You're completely useless now. Trading is a cover. Real business is oil. Destroy a few oil rigs. Yeah, I remember this one. This one can be kind of tough on a low-level vehicle. Weehaw. Whoa-oh. Whoopsie daisy. Didn't quite hit that ramp too well. Thank you, buddy. And that triggered a response from the Get Along gang behind us, but we're not going to bother with them. If you get out of their range fast enough, they'll just break off pursuit. Normally what I do is I'll come up on this little cliff area here and snipe. This high area firing, you get some distance. You can pretty much hit everything, and you can hit the rig from here too. And the enemies will just drive around in circles because they're not the most brilliant things in the world. Dang it! Fell off a cliff again. As you can see, I am not out of the fight. I can still shoot. So, until you lose your weapons... Thank you. These freaking melee weapons... I don't like melee machines at all. Finally. That only took forever, didn't it? These machine guns. I mean, they're okay for what they are, but my goodness. There's a lot to leave. A lot left to be desired from them. I suppose if they were Uber, that would be a little bit ridiculous for a starter weapon. Let's take out the melee bot. I don't like the fact that you have machine guns, so I'm going to destroy them. You can't have pretty things. So other than CROSSOUT, are there any other kind of games you play that you like? I'm sure there are. Just any kind of other shooter games like this, or do you like other style of games, like, I don't know, real-time strategy games, or role-playing games, or anything like that? guy's beefy build. Man. All times video games? Cool. Yeah, I have a pretty wide range of what I like to play too. I would say first-person shooter really isn't my thing. I'm not that good at them. I guess I just have to really just play them a little bit more and just... You know, you're not going to be instantly good at everything, but I just feel I'm so woefully bad at them that I'm a detriment to whatever team I'm playing with. Yahoo! Alright, let's take care of this one last enemy here. As Gaboo takes him for a ride. And we're just gonna take him cross country with us. Getting a grand tour of the countryside. Whoa. Who is this? Who are you? What do you want? Uh-oh. Dimmer switch. Look out. Fire barrels. Ben's pro tip. Don't run into fire. That's hot tip from Ben. That's right, I think we're supposed to try to protect him. Easier said than done when everything in their mother's coming for you. Uh-oh, missiles. Alright, I'm hitting the gas and trying to get... Of course, this guy's going to run into me and block me. I don't think I'm going to make it, man. I got too many enemies behind me. And I'm smoking. There we go, I shot a missile out of the air. I'm just trying to stay alive here. Let's... Come on, drive, drive, drive. Next mission. Yeah, it is. There's one that you, where you go up a hill where all these bombs are coming down at you, and you have to get to the mortars. And that one was giving me fits, because my vehicle was not fast enough or durable enough to survive all that. I'm not sure if that's the next one. Hello, we're friends. We will provide you with food and shelter and no slave labor. What did the slave trader call him? Drake? Are you my new mistress? I will go where you order me. Well, he's like a broken record. I'll talk to my people. We'll try to untangle our new friend's story. I'm a smoker. I'm gonna go repair real quick, I guess. I don't remember what this next mission is. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay, what do we gotta do here? Scout the Nomad City. So if you're just tuning in with us, I'm here with Big Ban in CROSSOUT. We're teaming up and doing some adventure missions in story mode. You see, when you've completed them yourself, if you have a friend that hasn't, you can team up with them, and as long as they're the leader of the group and getting the story missions, they can accompany you and redo them. So that's what Gabo's doing right now with me. I think I remember this one. Yeah, this one is tough. You're right. I remember this one. There's like a wave of tons of enemies that come at you around this area right here. That might not be this mission, but there is one mission that has you do that. It's real tough. Yeah, I realize now that the mission marker's way too far away for that one. I'm not quite remembering this one yet. Wait a minute. Get out of here. What are you little scrappers doing? Alright, what are we doing here? Is this the one where you meet the first walker? Oh, Magellan. Hey, what are you doing here? Dang, another Ravager coming up. Hey, you help us setting up the turrets, or we're done for. Okay, yeah, this is the one where you meet your first walker, and yeah, this is a tough one. Now I remember. Yep. I'll be happy when I get enough parts to start making my first wedge build, because I think those... Yeah, this one is tough. He's got a very durable build, and the thing just has lots of weapons. I mean, he's got rockets, he's got that dual turret cannon up there. The Ravager is here to battle. And then he's, not only that, if that wasn't bad enough, I mean, he's also got friends that come in with him. So these little turrets are pretty much useless. Now there is a trick you can do if you have a certain wedge build. You can pretty much get yourself up underneath of them, pin them, and then once you take out that cannon at the bottom, he's a little bit helpless to defend himself. But I don't have that kind of build right now. My way, Madge. You see, and that was with this huge power score guy pinning him in there for me. You saw how much it took for me alone just to, you know, destroy him. So, real tough battle for a startup person solo. Yeah, I didn't remember this mission from... I mean, I remember remember it now, but I didn't remember it from the start. So now we gotta go over here. So yeah, this one I probably would not have been able to clear on my own right now. I probably would have had to leave, rebuild my car, and come back and try again with a better, stronger vehicle, because this build, I'll tell you, it's not wonderful, but, you know, it's the best I can do right now with the power score and parts I have available to me. Now, unlocking the market will allow me to start building some things once I sell some stuff and get some currency in-game. We're just going to head on over to the next mission area. If you blow up during one of the missions, the mission will end, you'll get automatically repaired, and you'll have to start it over from scratch. So, what? How did you find me? Gonna have some work on my camo. The nomads showed you. Darn, I guess I'm gonna have to change position again. Asking for help, attacked by the Ravagers? Now this sounds curious. Okay, what are we doing here? Challenge completed. On to the next. Whoops. Alright. Reach the Lunatics territory. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Clan needs you for a clan battle. Okay, well, good luck to you on that. You take care, and good luck to you. These missions are gonna... I'll try doing this one solo. We'll see how it goes, and then I'm probably gonna stop doing the adventures because I'm starting to get into a territory where I'm gonna need a better vehicle to complete them. So let's see, where do I need to get to? Way over here. So we'll just see how things go. I'm gonna try to avoid as much of these fights as I can. Just get to my... I think I remember this one. Come on, man. Leave me alone. Yeah, I remember this one. And if I don't pass this mission, I'll probably come in and start doing some of these random missions that I need to do complete. Yeah, thanks. I've been playing for a while. I mean, I'm not amazing at this game, but I've been around. I know a few tricks here and there. Just some general strategies. Because if you're free to play, you kind of have to figure out how to survive. You're not going to have the best weapons. You're not going to have the best vehicles. You're not going to have the most armor. So it's basically survivability mode. What can you do to, you know, succeed with the limitations that you have? And like I said, this tower build, it's really effective against NPCs for the most part. Because, as I said, they tend not to target up. They tend to target the body of your vehicle. So against them, you want to protect your weapons and basically keep them out of harm's way. And then you essentially just protect your body as much as you can by not getting blown up. So what you don't want to do is, I see enemy over there. There's probably more than one. There is. I don't want to go racing over there and get myself into an ambush. That will be bad for me, because I don't have a ton of armor. I have to pick up this actuator, but I want to clear the way first before I go over there. So like I said, I don't want to get blown up by a ton of enemies. So this is a way you keep yourself out of harm's way. You try to shoot from afar. Minimize your risk. actuators. Pick up 6 of them. So far we see 3. Gotta get a couple more, so I gotta defeat a few more enemies. See where they are. Anywhere in this area, this red highlighted area. Try it, I have a good... Oh, you mean the mission? Yeah. Well, I was going to try this, but this one isn't too bad from what I remember. So I'll try to go as far as I can with these story mode missions. There's going to be a couple where it's just going to be impossible with my build. Like I said, that one where you have to get to the mortar, that one's going to be impossible with a car like this. It's not going to be fast enough. It's not going to be strong enough. And even when I had a decent build back in the day when I tried it with my other account, it did not go well for me. It took me a while to get a car that was fast enough. I had to get, what's that, the Growler, I think it is. That canopy, because it's got a good top speed. I think that's one of the fastest canopies in the game, because the max speed in this, I think, is 120 kilometers an hour until you get, like, engine add-ons and things like that. What am I trying to do here? Destroy cars. Well, I haven't seen any. I mean, in order to destroy them, I have to find some to destroy, and they're just not coming out to play right now. So I gotta find some enemies here. Where are you guys hiding? You gotta be around here somewhere. Warriors, come out and play! Warriors, come out to play! That is from an old cult classic movie called The Warriors. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's an interesting movie. I mean, it may not be great, but there's a reason why it has some cult status. Can't give away too much. It's about some street gangs in the 70s. And some shenanigans get played. There's basically one guy who says, hey, you know, there's so many gangs working independently, but there's so many of us and so many of the police and so few of the police and things like that, that if we all teamed up, we could run everything. So that was his big plan, and then, you know, the story unfolds from there. If I say any more, I'll give away too much. I'll just say, can you dig it? And if you watch that show or have seen it, you'll know. You'll get that. And you'll know I'm not too far off from how it was actually said in the movie. Alright, so done with that part of the mission. Got through it virtually unscathed. Let's try to keep that intact. I won't engage those guys, because why bother? If I can avoid the damage, I will do it. Uh-oh. Okay, you're gonna attack me from behind and then run away, huh? Is that what you're gonna try to do, buddy? I don't think so! Here I was trying to be nice. And you're gonna pull a stunt like that. How dare you. What did you get for your trouble? A free explosion! Happy birthday to you. Well, anyway, Big Man, if you're still listening out there, I appreciate you stopping by and helping me out on my missions. It was cool meeting up with you again. Always great to have a fellow player to play along with and in the stream with me. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I just wish there were several more of you. That would be cool. We'd get a party of at least 4 going. That'd be nice. Give me the actuator, and there's a device for the experiments. Fetch this, do that. Yes, I am a glorified errand boy in CROSSOUT. Maybe that's my tagline for the video. I'm a glorified errand boy. Check me out on CROSSOUT. I really don't want to do this here. I'm going to take out drone guy. He can be damaging. He's probably the most threatening thing there is here with those drones if you don't take them out. They can blow you up pretty fast. The turret drones and the aerial ones, they're both very effective. And those car bomb ones, I hate those too. Alright, so they don't have weapons anymore, so these should be fairly easy to take out now. If I could just aim a little better. Take a dot. That. And I got a present for you. It's called Boom. It's not a boomer. Okay, boomer. Alright. Well, I didn't take too much damage, all things considered. There's pretty much a small army there for me to go through. So let's see what I'm supposed to do here. Reach the spot where the Lloyd is testing his inbuilt... Okay, I remember this part. We gotta go stealth. So I come in here. And I basically have to go to these little checkpoints without the enemies spotting me. Avoid enemies and mines. They will all give away your position. Yeah, so as soon as you get detected, you lose. So basically, you sit back for a while, and you'll see landmines on the ground that you have to avoid, obviously. And you'll see enemy patterns. So you see this guy, I have to stay out of his line of sight. And we'll just let them pass. So if I bump into them or trigger them at all, the mission ends. So we'll let them go past. Get ahead of this guy. And just go to the next checkpoint. And there's one way over there. Uh-oh. See? And there we go. Now I have to get out of here. I didn't even see that mine pop up on me. So that quick, that easy. Alright, so I got my invisibility triggered again. So again, to all the people that have followed me recently, I will follow you back. That's not a problem. It's just that I'm not online 24/7. I mean, who is? And so I will follow you back ASAP, I promise. As soon as I get a chance to, I will hit you back with follow. Uh-oh, this guy's gonna ram me. Come on, man. Really? I'm failing hard at this. What? Okay. He's got this little thing down here. Oh boy. One of those, and I'm stuck to a... Really? Come on. Car drive, would you? Alright, let's try this again and not drive like a moron. Okay, so there's one less patrolman I have to worry about. Alright, so let's try this again. Oh wait, my invisibility cloak didn't go up. No, it did. Okay, game. Yeah, this one can be a little bit annoying. I didn't like this one before. So there's a mine right there, it looks like. So I don't want to obviously drive over that. Yeah, okay. There's another one here. Another one there. Here. There. Oh, come on! How did I hit that? Seriously? Just love that. I mean, I obviously was near it, but my tire was not on that mine when it went off. I mean, come on. That was silly. Well, you set off a mine. No, I didn't. I was next to it, but I did not drive over it. I was fairly careful not to do just that, because I knew it would go off. Well, that guy almost ran me from behind. Woo! That was close. Alright, let's make a run for it, Marty. See any mines ahead? Look out, dude. Go! Wow. That was some careful driving there. Look out for that mine. Let's go get this checkpoint. Wow, that looked like there was another mine right there. Where's the next checkpoint? It's over here. I would try to pass through that, but I'm thinking it'll probably set that mine off. And I'd rather not risk it. See where that guy's gonna go. Let him turn the corner. Oh, there's a mine right in front of me. Whoa. Okay, there's one last one. Hopefully I don't foul this up. And the last one, I believe, is right there. Oh, nope, that wasn't the last one. We gotta go over here again. I'm gonna camp out right here for a moment. Where these guys are all going. Looks like my path is pretty clear so long as I don't hit a mine. Well, how many times do I have to do this? Yeah, 10 times. Okay. I don't remember it being that many before. But so be it. I'm almost done. Gotta be very, very careful. Come over here. Go back over here again. So you can see how you get this accomplished. You watch the patterns. You have to dodge all the vehicles, dodge all the mines. Don't set off anything. The mines are kind of hard to see because there's little tiny circles. Almost done. Okay, now the only thing I have to do is get back to the beginning. So it looks like mission accomplished. Let's get out of Dodge. So that mission's not terrible because you don't have to fight off a ton of enemies. It's just it can get a little annoying. And I'm not even going to bother with the enemies. I'm just going right to the checkpoint to finish this mission. And ta-da. Done. Challenge completed. Alright, I'm not going to do another one of the story missions right now. I'll take a break from that because it's getting a little repetitive. I'm going to go and do some rando missions. There should be one right here, but it looks like somebody might have already taken that because it's not highlighted. And I'm just going to drive around and look for a few, do a couple of those, and then maybe take a break because I'm starting to get a little hungry and a little thirsty. And I might pop on a little bit later, or just call this a day. I mean, it is a weekly challenge. Maybe I'll just do more of these offline just to get that accomplished. But here's one. I just got to find these random loot boxes. There's 5 of them scattered around this circular area. And there's one right there. They kind of highlight them for you a little bit. And after you play these for a while, you start to remember where these boxes are. I can see there's one right up ahead here. This guy wants to come say hello. Goodbye. Hello, goodbye. See ya. Go ahead and clear out the riffraff before I head over that area, because I know there's probably at least another box or two in that area. Alright, I think there's one over here somewhere. Pretty sure. Maybe not. I thought there was one over there in that area somewhere, but I guess I was wrong. Whoa! Melee guy coming up behind me with explosives on the back and the front. Don't want to run into that guy. He literally has boomsticks. And this is my boomstick. Any Evil Dead Bruce Campbell fans out there? Don't get that reference. Another cult classic movie that if you haven't seen it, you probably should. It is, I'll warn you, a little bit of a spoof horror film. It's pretty funny, but it's a specific type of humor. Some people might not get it. Might be a little too far-fetched for them, but Bruce Campbell in the lead role. Classic cheese. He played, and that part was made for him, basically. There it is, up there. And then there's one more right over there. I can see it from here. It's right there. Somebody trying to do that group mission? No. I don't know what they're trying to do. Nothing that concerns me, apparently. If enough people were trying to do that group mission, I might try helping, but again, at this low power score, it probably wouldn't be much use. There's a mission over here I can see. I'll try to get. Let's see what this one is. It's another search chest thing. Bring me the crates. Well, I would love to, but, you know. I'm not familiar with picking up this one before, so I'm gonna have to kind of wing it on where the crates actually are. I don't remember quite this one. There's another one. But generally my approach to these is, if I don't exactly know where they are, I travel the outer rim of the circle and then work my way in. And most of the time, that's going to reveal where most of these chests are that you have to find. That generally works pretty well for me as an overall strategy that I use. And if you play, I hope it helps you out too. So I just go around the outer rim of the circle and then work my way in. And like I said, if you're even in somewhat close to the area, they'll pop up on your radar for you. Let's see, I'm a little bit out of the circle now. Uh-oh. My car flipped. And you see the time down counter? In 30 seconds I'll be able to self-rate. Unless I had a car jack on myself, and then I'd be able to rate myself almost immediately. But most people tend not to use them. It does take up an energy slot, so most people would prefer to have a weapon there as opposed to a car jack. And there we go. I mean, if you build your vehicle a certain way, you can pretty much negate flipping over anyway. I might try to do that with the next build. Try to make my car a little wider at the base so it's not as apt to flip over. And maybe a little bit more balanced front to back. So that when I go over jumps, adding another set of wheels would really help that. There's another cargo, good. Probably, I'm guessing a lot of these are going to be up this hill, too. That seems about right. Yep. And then probably another one down around here somewhere. I'd have to guess somewhere in this area. There it is. And that one's done. I'm just going to head down this road that was the main drag. This is the main highway that you get on when you first enter. And I'm just going to go down the highway and try to see what missions I can pick up along the way. And then once I get to the end of it, I'll just go ahead and probably end this episode for now, because I think I've got plenty of content. This has been going on since 10:30 this morning. I've done a bunch of raids, I've done some missions, I'm doing adventure mode missions right now. There's another one right here. Probably another crate fetch. Nope, this is a delivery. I like these a little better. This is point to point. You pick up a crate and you deliver it somewhere else. Pretty straightforward. So it's going to tell me that I got to go over here. And let's see. The thing is that I would like is being able to pick up one of these, more than one of these random missions at a time. Like if you're going along here, and that's another area where a mission usually appears. You see these big flagpoles. That's generally where they all, well, not generally, that's where they all are. And you'll know whether there's one there or not because a flashlight will be on, or a searchlight. That one was off, so I'm going to assume there's not one there. There's usually another one right over here. That one's off too. I don't know if they're shut off just because I'm in the middle of a mission now. I don't think so. I think it's because they've already been completed. Well, I'm going to double back and check, just to test my theory. Delivered. Let's double back. Yep, that's what the case was. I already had a mission active, so they didn't show up. Yeah, so these both have missions active. Okay, so let's go back and get them. Can you dig it? Hey, Alex, thanks for dropping by. How are you doing? Thanks for the support, I really appreciate it. And what's up? Just doing some random missions in CROSSOUT right now because I have a weekly objective to do 20 of them. And I just kind of started adventure mode, so I'm well behind the 8 ball on that. So I got to catch up on quite a bit of them. I don't think I'll do all of them today on stream because I've been going since 10:30 this morning. And doing 20 of these pop-up missions will take some time. And I'm not sure how long people want to watch a video. I mean, if people are going to pop by live, sure, I'll keep doing it. But I need to take a break for something to drink, something to eat. I might go AFK for a bit and say, I'll be right back. And test out my I'll be right back screen plug-in. So I hope you're having a good weekend, Alex. I haven't even found my first crate yet. What's going on here? There we go. Boom. Let's see. Let's go further over here. There's another one. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's one over here. Yep. And I think there's one right over there. Yep. All good. Just chilling, dropping by some stream before I go. Okay, cool. When are you gonna go live? About what time do you think? Like in a couple hours or something like that? Because I will definitely try to return the favor of the support for sure. Oh boy, where's that last crate? Is it around this corner, I think? I don't recall. Let's just go to the perimeter here. Is that it? No, that's not it. It's too far out. Too far out of the range. Uh-oh. That guy snuck up behind me, didn't he? Sneaky little guy. I don't really have to fight these guys, but let's spice it up, because I've just been driving around doing not much other than picking up crates and stuff. And you can see the NPCs are not the most brilliant people in the world. And they seem content to just drive around in a circle down there while I just shoot them relentlessly. And, well, you'd think most AIs would not. And then he has no weapons, so he's going to charge at me. You'd think, while he has his weapons, he might want to try to charge at me at that time, rather than waiting for me to destroy them all. But, hey. To each their own. I'm not going to complain, because it helps keep me alive. Boom. There we go. That was taken care of. I don't think there's a crate down here anyway, but it clears the room for me to go through without any trouble. And let's see. I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of them might actually be up in here. Yep, there it is. So there's that one done. And I got another mission straight ahead. I'll check that one out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight down this highway, get these last couple of random pop-up missions, and when I get to the end of the street, I'll take a break to get something to eat and drink for maybe 15-20 minutes, and I don't know. I don't think I'll pause the stream. I might just stop it because I don't think people are just going to sit here for dead air for that long. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to. But I need to get some morning coffee, and it's afternoon. So that's how far behind I am on my morning coffee, folks. I put it on postpone for you guys. Because I said I need to hold to my schedule so people know that when I say I'm going to be here, I'm going to be here. Otherwise, if I'm not, they're going to tune out, right? It's like, ah, this guy's never around when he says he's going to be. I think I've taken a wrong turn here, Clyde. So, Alex, have you ever seen CROSSOUT before, or have you heard of it? It's not my fight. Those guys can feel free to duke it out. I think I'm going to just gracefully go around the corner here, because I think there's some crates over on this side that I can get without having to deal with those people. Yep, there's one. I think there's one somewhere around here. Don't make me a liar. Pretty sure there's someone around here somewhere close. There it is. I'm not lying. My memory's starting to get rekindled here, where things are. It's amazing the kind of things that you can kind of remember. It's like I might not even remember what day of the week it is, but I'll remember where these crates are in these random missions. So what day is it today? Oh yeah, it's Saturday. Excuse me. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna have to eat today. Not sure yet. I know what dinner's gonna be. I think I'm gonna make myself some blackened tuna. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this highway's random. Alright, well, I can join in on this fight. I don't think we have much of a chance, because, like I said, I am a little dink machine here, and we've got to destroy all these guys in like a matter of minutes, and that's probably not going to happen. Wow. The guy just did not want to go away, did he? Alright, let's see where our friends are. Wow. That's Mr. Strongman right there, I don't think. And they just keep coming. Take out melee bots. Oh, good grief. Help. Whoa! Tank guns. Yikes! Yeah, I'm not gonna last much longer in this kind of a fight. These guys are a little bit beyond my power. Good grief. Shoot somebody else other than me, please. Oh, there's a rocket coming at me. Oh, wonderful. Wow, I'm getting toasted. Let me stay over here in the corner, and maybe I'm in Ben's corner right now, and things will leave me alone. Nope. Go away. There we go. That one, and... there we go. Wow, there's not much left of me, is there? Well, we'll see what we can do. If anything even breathes on me, I'm gonna be going down. Jeez. Oh, good word. Now everybody's ramming. Coming from. Well, that. He shot me with a rocket. It hit me, and it didn't do any damage to me. Interesting. Folks, I don't know how I've managed... Oh, we did it! We pulled it off! I don't know how I managed to stay alive for that long, folks, because my car is not that durable. And I was getting hit by everything, including the kitchen sink. So that counts as another nice event completed. Gets you a nice experience and bonuses. So I just showed you how to complete one of the random events. There's different kinds of ones. There we had to defend a checkpoint. There's some where you have to defend a vehicle that's traveling cross-country. There's some where you have to destroy a vehicle that's traveling cross-country. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. You see, he's got me pinned, and there we go. Thank you. Thank you, guy. Alright, I think I'm going to head back to the garage now. I'm at the end of the highway where you would... This is basically where you enter the map from, if you were to come in here. And I said I would do those random missions and get to the end of the highway. And I think I'm going to call it a day. I want to thank Alex and Big Band for joining me in the chat. Really appreciate you guys stopping by and showing me support. Alex, I'll have to get on Twitch and check out your schedule, see when you might be going live, and I'll try to pop in and say hello to you too. Alright? Thank you to all the followers and for all the support. I really appreciate it. I'll be back, I think, on Tuesday with more streaming of CROSSOUT because people seem to enjoy it. It seems to be the thing that people have latched on to of all the content I've presented so far. Next Saturday, I'm dropping a world-exclusive game exploit for a very popular baseball game, so it'll be this same time. It'll be next Saturday, I believe the 20th, if I remember the calendar correctly. So I will be posting messages on Twitter for that, so just stay tuned. And we'll see you next time here on Ben's Corner. I appreciate you joining me, and if you're watching this on my Twitch, I appreciate your view. And wow, I went up another level with all that. 5 missions completed, 5 side missions, a group mission, 92 enemies, 3 out of 76 cameras. And I got some more points, parts rather. Got a couple of frame pieces, a bumper, a couple of mounting brackets. Not much to be excited about there, but every little bit helps. Sent me a friend request, I'll accept that. I couldn't send it earlier, there was some kind of glitch in the game, apparently. I didn't do the Survivor School one, it's not too terrible, I can do that one later. The Winter Mayhem is a season event, so I don't really want to do that one. Buy or sell an item on the market. Well, that will be... You know, I might just quick sell one just to get it done. Let's see what I got a bunch of. Let's quick sell some copper. That way I get my mission completed and happy birthday to me. So there, I did all my dailies. Weekly challenge is going to end in a day. I don't know if I'll be able to get 42 done. I could probably do these 20, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'll probably log in a little bit later after I get something to eat, and I'll finish these up offline. And that won't progress the game too much, because you don't get a ton of experience for that, but having these extra badges would really help later on down the road, because you can exchange them for parts, like this truck fender, and this digger side, and the other fender, and building materials, like scrap copper. But what I really like is these higher tier items, like wires and plastic, because they take higher level missions to complete to get, especially these electronics and batteries, which I might not be able to get so readily. So that's probably what I'd be exchanging them for later. Anyway, thank you all again. I appreciate you. You all have a great weekend. We'll see you next time here on Ben's Corner. Don't forget that I also have Madden 20 franchise going on YouTube, along with a couple other things. So if you want to hop on the YouTube channel and check that out, if you like Madden franchise, I'm doing something a little interesting there. I've relocated a football team and the entire AFC. I've skipped ahead to the year 2034 for Season 1 to get all the current NFL players out of the game. So it's a complete new universe. And then I took the worst team in the game, which were the Orlando Sentinels, which formerly were the Miami Dolphins. They were 2-14 and never won more than 5 games in a season. And I put my new coach on there in our first season. Well, I don't want to give it away, but we're in our second season now, and we're doing very well to start the season. We're 3-0. So stop by the YouTube channel and check that out. There's a link to that channel in my profile on Twitter, but it's the same name. It's Benvenue on YouTube, but without the underscore. It's just Benvenue. All right. So be well, everybody. We'll see you later. Thank you again. Appreciate all the love and support.